anything you need for Halloween. This is Haunted School, and in today's video, guys, I'm going to be doing a long awaited video, and it is my haunt plan for Halloween 2024. I've been planning to get this video out for quite a while now, but as my haunt will be taking that place in a different location this year, it's actually been a bit more of a difficulty planning where things will go, because this year's haunt's actually going to be a complete different route to where I went with Touchwood Hollows like last year and years I've done it in the past. This year it's going to be an entirely outdoor display. That will mean that there's nothing really that goes on inside. Like, there's just going to be scenes outdoors, and there's going to be and it's going to be a complete walkthrough section. But it's going to be outdoors, of course. So yeah, I really hope you guys enjoy this video. I'm really excited to actually go on with the plans for Northam Manor. And without any further ado, let's put the plans on the screen and I'll go through each different theme that I've got. Okay, so heading on to Northam Manor then. These are the official plans for this year's haunt for 2024. Of course, it's a completely different take on how my haunt's going to look this year. I'm really excited to actually do this one out. As you can see, it definitely looks quite a different spread to what I've done other years. That is because we are working with two gazebos, we're working with a caravan and an alley, which is going to be a walkthrough section, which I've got quite a big surprise plan for that. So of course, right at the top, Northam Manor, that is the house. Actually nothing's really going to be going on in there pretty much. We may theme up one or two rooms just to Halloweenify the rooms up a little bit. As you know, but I have been teasing a pirate theme to come this year, so I may end up theming one of the rooms into a pirate theme, because I got the Gemmy Dead-Eye Drake towards the end of last year, and one of the other rooms will probably be turning into a more gothic theme room. I've also got Graves the Butler from the Gemmy Graves the Butler. He is coming very soon, so I might end up putting him some use in one of the rooms as well. So that'd be very exciting. Of course, the windows are going to be themed up as well. We'll have a projection on one of them and some lights and some props in some of our windows. That should be really, really cool. I may end up using Ghostly Apparitions as the projection again, because that did really well last year. To start off outdoors though, I'm going to get on to, of course, the 10-foot Reaper. We're going to have him right in front of the house as mainly as like the main facade piece to go at the front. So he is definitely coming back into my haunt this year. He's such a great prop from Costco, and I'm really hoping to get another vertical fog machine for him this year. Sadly, I did have one last year, but sadly it did end up breaking just before I ended up using it on Halloween. So I just ended up using a normal fog machine. It did its job, but nowhere near, of course, what the vertical one can do, because it blasts fog up to about 12 feet high at least. So yeah, hoping to get another one. That'll really make him into a staple piece of like the facade for Northam Manor. But as you see in front of him, we've got an orange block section. This is actually going to be a walk-in caravan sort of theme. So we do have a caravan outside the house, and there's going to be a couple of themes inside there. For the main part of the living area, we're going to be doing the Dr. Shivers laboratory. That is going to be returning this year, but of course it's going to be a much bigger theme because we've got so much space to work with in here, and I've always wanted to do a full out room dedicated. Well, last year we did have a table and some areas dedicated to Mad Scientist theme, but this year we got an entire living area to do it. So yeah, Dr. Shivers and probably Brain Monster will be in this theme, and maybe Death Row if we can fit him in somewhere as well. And in the bathroom area of the caravan, we're going to be doing a witch theme. So that is going to be called the Coven of Curses. We're going to be having quite a few props that are themed around witches. Of course, Cauldron Witch will be the centrepiece. Probably have some Cauldron Misters, maybe the old 3-foot Wilhelmina Witch from Asda. She could go in there. And possibly one or two of the Gemmy Spirit Balls, as I've got the Brain Monster one, which probably will go in the Dr. Shivers theme in, but I've also got the Swarmy one as well. So yeah, all that will go in there. Of course, theme it all up, and it'll be very immersive. I may even have a scent pod going in the caravan as well to make it a fully immersive experience. And of course, outside the caravan, as you can see in the picture right here, we're going to be having the Home Depot Frankenstein. Of course, he is going to be on the exterior of the haunt, being one of those props that really amaze people. Of course, he's my most animated prop that I've got, and he's got all that servo motion in the eyes and the mouth and the head. He's going to amaze everyone for sure. So heading on to the first gazebo, which is the blue block section. This area is called A Pre-Loved Omen. This is going to be an area themed around dolls. So last year I introduced a doll theme because I brought Creepy Rising Doll, and this year I've sort of built up my collection quite massively mainly of doll props, such as the 3-foot doll from Asda. I've also got the 3-foot doll from the range, even the Haunted Lady, she's going to be fitting somewhere as well. And I'm hopefully planning on getting the Rocky Nose doll from Asda. That would be really cool to add to this theme as well. But yeah, main antagonist of course is going to be Creepy Rising Doll, the main prop of the area. And yeah, it's going to be themed around like an old sort of like toy shop. We're going to be have some lighting and maybe some fog to illuminate up the area. And of course probably have some of the props on step pad as well. But yeah, that's what that theme's going to be about, and I'm really excited to be using Creepy Rising Doll for another theme this year. As you can see, the red arrows are where you start from this theme and also opposite the caravan, and you end up making your way forward to the next theme, which is the Stalker's Lair. So as you can see, this is a theme that I have done around Jack Stalker. Usually I have him around the entrance of the haunt, but this year I'm actually going to put a gazebo around him, mainly to protect his electronics, and of course I could make a little hut for him, which I really can't wait to see how this plays out. I might put some of the big Costco pumpkins around him. I might put like a coffin, like one of them pop-up coffins with a 5-foot skeleton in them, just around him, just to look like he's got his own victims. And of course he's picked a pumpkin from the patch. Isn't so good. But yeah, that's Jack Stalker's theme. Of course, he's an amazing prop, and with him having an infrared sensor, just like all the other SVI props I'm using, he will definitely pick up people and, of course, deliver some scares. Okay, so as you proceed on from the Stalker's Lair, of course, at the entrance of Northam Manor, that'll be where you are handing out sweets, or the trick-or-treat bags, or whatever we decide to do for Northam Manor. And right next to it is the Underworld. So this is the alley bit. This is the bit that you walk through and you come back out of, as it does lead to a dead end, of course. But yeah, this bit you will be greeted by a twitching banshee, of course, so probably will be some kind of strobe lighting on her, or something like that. And as you descend into the Underworld, you'll be walking down an alley that is filled of green mist and or fog and green flood lighting, and I might end up putting some props in the bush that's on the left hand side to that. And as you get right to the end, you'll be greeted by a cellar dweller, which will be the point of that's the end of the haunt, and he'll effectively show that you need to escape the Underworld whilst you still can, and that'll be when you have to walk back through and through the other side. And that basically leads on to the end of Northam Manor. That will be the little walkthrough section we do this year, and of course I think it's really going to be something epic and something completely different to what I've done before. Of course, with us having much more of an area outside to work with, and also it's in a more populated area, so of course a lot more people see that it's actually happening. I think it's really going to be on par with last year's, if not a little more, if I'm honest, which that will be really exciting. As far as the atmosphere goes, I think the lighting on the house and everything itself, I'm going to have some either blue or purple flood lighting going around the house there. And also, we're gonna have its own soundtrack playing outside as well, which we did have a soundtrack playing outside last year. It wasn't an actual official one for Touchwood Hollows, but it'd be cool if we could get something done, or just something that would really fit with the theming. We'll have that playing through a big speaker as well. And of course, this display is going to be for charity again. I think once again going to choose the British Heart Foundation, because that is a big charity that a lot of people support, and it is very meaningful to so many families across the UK and everything. So I think that'd be a perfect one to support once again, which I've done since 2022. But yeah, so tell me your thoughts in the comments below. Let me know your thoughts on my plans for Northam Manor, and any suggestions you might make as well. But yeah, leave those in the comments below. I think I'm definitely really excited to run this hunt for once again this year. Last year it was such a huge success, and we managed to raise around £760 for the British Heart Foundation, which was amazing. And I couldn't believe how many guests we had actually in the house. We had over 1,000 guests easily. I think this year I'm actually going to get a clicker to count actually how much we end up getting, which will be really interesting. But yeah, so thanks for watching this video. Got a lot more videos coming for the Halloween season this year. I'm going to start getting on track now with some of the uploads on the newer props. We've got I've got a whole lot of Asda items to show, some of the smaller animatronics, and also the village scenes from the range, and we've got plenty of old animatronics which I've been gathering up over the past few weeks to review on this channel. So please like this video and subscribe, and till the next video, anything you need for Halloween, this is Haunted Skull.